Hey guys, Short Shot Midget here. So I got a pretty cool gun to do a video on. It is a friend's pistol. So this is a CZ82, made in 1982. They were made up into the late 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Went on a Google search and kind of looked up some stuff. I have never seen any information on this pistol until he presented it to me. I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting. So I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'll just get into the basics and what I know and kind of compare it to my concealed carry handgun and just go from there. Got a pretty cool box for it. Open it up. It actually came with 3 magazines, so that is awesome because these old kind of military surplus handguns, you can't find the magazines for them quite that often. Some of them. I'm looking at the magazine. It looks like these two are the same. They are CZ marked, and then this one is different. It is not marked at all, and it just has an X on the corner. So I don't know if this is an aftermarket magazine, but these two look like OG CZ mags, as you can see there. So we'll test all 3 mags and see how they feed. They hold 13 rounds, which is pretty good if you ask me. The magazines are clearly steel, and then the followers are plastic. They're really thin as well. For example, this is a 9mm magazine from the TPR-9C, and you can see how much longer it is. Couple reasons why. The actual bullet is an 18 for the CZ, and it is a 19. And when I say that, I mean 9x19 and 9x18. Okay, so the CZ82 is 9x18. This is standard 9mm Luger, which is 9x19. So the length is obviously different because of the actual numbers of the round, and then the weight of the actual projectile is also different. Now, from the research that me and my friend did, this was a military handgun. Now, to compare, my TPR-9C is a little bit shorter, so when I take the magazine out, you can see my pinky kind of hangs off, whereas on the CZ82 it does not. So that's because of the little lip extension on the TPR-9. But this is, when I'm firing it, I get a full grip. This one, kind of the same thing. It's pretty wide. It's not a super thin grip, but it's very, very comfortable. I guess I have average size hands. It's very comfortable to me. My thumb sits right there, right where they have this groove. These are the, I'm not sure what brand grips these are. It has a Z logo. They are wood, and the person that put them on here did have to modify them slightly to fit. Other features on it, we have a ambidextrous safety. It does not decock it. It's just a safety, and the throw is very short, which is nice. You can switch it on and off very easily with your thumb. And it's ambi, so you can get it from this side as well, just like that. So that's a cool feature. It is double and single action without a decocker, which is kind of interesting. So if you wanted to carry around in the chamber, you would have to like let off just like that very lightly and then carry it. Now if you did that, you would be able to carry it in the double action mode. So when you drew the pistol, you would have that double action. It would go boom, and then you've got a single action for the subsequent shots. Now I don't really want to nitpick here on the trigger comparing to the TPR-9C, because it's not really fair. The TPR-9C, let me do it this way. The reset is just unfair. That reset is unfair. Now, if we look at the CZ82, the pull isn't much longer, and it's just a little bit heavier, but then the reset is all the way out front. So it does have a longer trigger pull, definitely on the single action mode, and the TPR-9 is a little bit lighter. But I mean, there's so much time in between the design of these guns. I think Bursa designed this in 2018, I believe, is when those came out, if I'm not mistaken, and this is 1982. So huge difference in technology, but this one actually is a pretty nice gun for the 80s, if you ask me. The slide lock is only on the one slide, as you can see there. It's a little bit hard to activate and release. The frame is metal, and so is the slide. I believe it's steel framed. Right here, there's got a serial number. It's got CAI Georgia is where it was imported. The barrel is actually stationary because this is a direct blowback. So the slide just moves, the barrel stays still, and there's probably a spring around the barrel because obviously there's no spring guide. There's no room here. Whereas on the Bursa, there's plenty of room here for a spring guide. In the back, and then a line in the front. The line is actually pretty bright white. What's back here looks almost greenish. Maybe they were glow in the dark at one point, but I highly doubt that for the 80s. I highly doubt that. So they were probably just maybe green colored paint back there because it looks kind of greenish, or it's just faded. The white is faded so much. Okay, the sights definitely need painted in though. Whether or not he uses white paint or glow in the dark paint, I don't care. Something definitely needs to be done, at least cleaned out. So I'm going to give you a look at the ammo real quick if I didn't already do that. It's 9mm Makarov is what it is, which is 9x18. So pretty small bullet. I mean, it's just a little bit smaller than a 9mm. I did forget to mention that the magazine catch is actually ambidextrous, and it's on both sides. That is very interesting, okay, because you don't have to switch it. It is legitimately on both sides. But it's very tight. You have to really push in on it. But I kind of like that. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the shooting portion. I'm definitely going to enjoy taking this out because it's something different. I really like it, and I'm excited for it. So thank you for watching, and enjoy the shooting footage. We got Wolf 94 grain, 9mm, 9x18. So we're going to see how it runs. Now, my buddy was shooting it, and he said that the slide kept locking back. So I'm going to hold the slide lock down and see if I can just run through some mags and see if it cycles. Go ahead. The second mag, I will hold the slide lock down again. At all, I'll just one-hand it. Yeah, see the slide is locking back. It's not just jamming, that is kind of weird. We're just going to shoot close range. We're still using that Wolf. It's actually a really small bullet. It's only a 94 grain FMJ. So as far as the kick, there's like hardly any. It is really easy to get double taps. Being 12 in each magazine, the 13th is really hard to get in there, so I just recommend using 12. Okay, last mag.